So the highest level I cannot think of for the life of me right now. Glenn, do me a favor. Alright, so while I'm here grinding materials, there's some stuff I want to show off. So there's not just one summon for every element color. And I mean, we knew this because we've seen the frog prints. But we have 2 summons for every color. I've gone through and gotten them all. And as I show you all the other summons, because I have shown you the level 8 summons, as I show you all the level 7 summons, I will go and put on the screen or talk about, I guess I'll talk about where I found them at. Also, I guess since I'm here, 3rd level tech skill that you can see flashing on the bottom of the screen that we have 2, and both Surge and Glen's names and boxes are outlined. So that's a double tech skill between the 2 of them. I'll be going through the tech skills and the multi-tech skills at a later point, because right now I'm just grinding. I don't have everyone. The one thing that I really want to focus on as I'm talking about this is that tech skills, some of the level 7s you actually can't get in every playthrough, even if you had it on someone before. If you put it on someone, so like Rasley's, for instance. I got hers the first time through. We went through that. We got it. But now that I have her back, she does not have that same tech skill. She does not have her level 7 because I didn't go through and do what was needed to get it. So, just fun facts. Anyway, Glen. Element. So, the highest level I cannot think of for the life of me right now. Glenn, do me a favor. Thank you, Glenn. Genie. So the highest level is Genie, and we've seen that. But right below it, we have a level 7 summon, Sonia. And this is Sonia. Does damage and kills. Does damage and kills. No, it does damage and poisons. And that one can be found. You'll need to trap it. Specifically, you want to go into the Homeworld Shadow Forest, and you need a bulb. Or, not a bulb, a bulb. So you know, the neon bulbs like we fought in Viper Manor, and then in Shadow Forest when we took Nikki? You'll need one of those. Specifically one that pops up by itself, and instead of being like bulb A, bulb B, bulb C, like, you know how these are combat A, combat C, whatever. So instead of having letters after it, it needs to just be bulb, and then you trap it, and you just sit on your defense and wait, and that's how you get that one. Alright, so the level 7 summon. I'm dumb. I forgot that I just dropped 2 levels in order to get Kyle up in the first place. But anyway, the level 7 summon for Black in It. Kyle, why are you the way you are? The level 7 summon for Black in It is found in the Fossil Valley, Another World. It's once those shadow cats start grouping up, or start showing up there, and you can trap it from them with a trap Mothership element. As you can tell, I just literally did auto-allocate and didn't bother checking it. So you can get a trap Mothership element, do it on those shadow cats in the group of 2 in Another World, Fossil Valley. And without further ado, Mothership. All of a a sudden we just see hovering over. And boom! Lasers. Lasers everywhere. So yeah, that's the black level 7 summon Mothership. And yes, I know we all know what this one looks like, but I'm sticking it in here anyway. Frog Prince you can get either from the water dragon, or, here's the thing, you're supposed to go see the water dragon. You are absolutely supposed to. That's like pretty much how it lays it out. But you're not required. I can't believe that just failed. I'm upset. But when you go to Fort Dragonia, you can choose, instead of going to the water dragon, you can choose to go straight into the Fort Dragonia. Now, the way it plays it off in like the guide that I've been using is that it's inevitable, but I believe you should be able to get through it without doing that, and then there is a potential gate. So yeah. So depends on how you do this. I know I'm going in circles a lot, but I just found the portion in the book. So basically, if you visit the water dragon and get Frog Prince, or if you've recruited Matcha and Glen, apparently, is also another way to do this, you can just enter Fort Dragonia. But if you saved Kid and then didn't go to the water dragon, then there will be a boss fight in front of the gate. And they will give you, for some reason, they will give you Frog Prince as a drop, which is interesting considering they are a red in it. But yeah, so you should be able to get Frog Prince regardless. And we just saw it there. Alright, so the level 7 summon element for yellow inits is called Gollum. And Gollum can be trapped by going to the Another World Hydra Marshes and fighting a centipede. They're these weird little creatures. I'll try putting a picture on the screen here. But yeah, I think it's just one of those. Should only need to be one of those in the group. You put the trap element on it, you defend like crazy, and you get Gollum, which Pashul here will display for us. You can see my amount of stars is steadily ticking down as I keep using summons. We find ourselves in a forest and Gollum stands up and... oh, that's a foot. So yeah, that is the Gollum summon. And our level 7 red tech skill is called Red Wolf. This can be found by going to Homeworld Mount Pyre, finding one of those little hot doggities, and if they are in a group of 1 or 2, at that point you lay down the trap element, defend until you get it, and you can trap this element, Red Wolf. Which does look as cool as it sounds. I'm partial to the whole flame introduction there. But yeah, that is Red Wolf. And with that, we've got one more level 7 summon. So that was the level 7 red init tech skill. Again, Homeworld Mount Pyre, those hot doggities. And next we will see the white init level 7. Apparently the enemies really wanted you to see this one because they returned my 2 photon rays with a photon ray and set this up for me. Now, Unicorn, couple things about this one. First of all, you find the white init level 7 summon in the... Let me find it here. There we go. In the Homeworld Fossil Valley. And you're fighting the dodo. That is one of those really weird birds that you see when you climb down to get the egg. Or whatever you climb down, there's a chest down there in Homeworld. There's the egg in another world. So you climb down and get one of those birds. I think it has to be just the bird by itself. And you just defend. You know, do your trap, defend until you get it. Now, the other thing about Unicorn is it doesn't damage your enemies. Unicorn is specifically just for allies. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to show it off anyway. Mostly because it looks majestic. Unicorn is going to be really good for all your healing needs. But again, it is going to be kind of hard to pull off given everything and the fact that you don't have just like a weight field element that just sets everything how it should be. But it's a pretty good element to have around. And with that, we have seen all of the level 7 summons for the different inits. So I'm going to get back to grinding and basically just going to make up a few more rainbow weapons before I cycle back around to get those last few endings that we are missing. I'm also going to cover, before I end this video, I'm going to cover a couple of tech skills for characters that we couldn't do the first time around for various reasons. Alright, so I am here in Another World Viper Manor. I have Lucia in my party. And we just came in from that upper left, which is the grate in the kitchen. So you go in the kitchen, you get in the upper left, and you come all the way over here. Go up here, there's an enemy you're gonna have to fight. There is a chest up here, which is a magic seal, you know, fun to have. But there's also a blob. So if we go over here and we examine the blob, Lucia goes, "Wonderful! This must be a new type of amoeba. What life force? I must incubate it right away." Oh ho 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 ho. And we received her level 7, which is called Test Amoeba. And that's simple enough. This is how you do it. I couldn't do it last time because I hadn't recruited Lucia, because I totally messed up the timing to recruit her. So that is that, and we got one more to do, so I will see you in just a second as I'm doing that. Okay, so now I am in Another World still, and I am in Goldov. There's no real restriction on party here, except for the one restriction is that you can't have Doc in your party. So as you see, I've chosen to take with me the cute squad, as I refer to them, which is Rasley and Pip. And go over here. Now, when we were going through the Dead Sea, I believe it was, as we were climbing up, right in the room where we saw all of the Dragoons kind of by that portal before we fought Miguel, there was a chest off to the side that you had to access from the train station room. And that chest had a medical book. So if we go over to Doc and give him this medical book... You want me to have this book? Now this is interesting. Exclamation mark, question mark. What is this? I cannot believe this. Humans, demi-humans, animals, you name it. Biostructure of every living organism in this world is listed in full detail. How can this be? What did you say? You brought this book from the future? There's still many things beyond science in this world. The future sure holds many surprises. Should we say this medical book is a legacy of the future, per se? But, Serge, are you sure you want me to keep this book? Nod. I see. Thank you, dude. Future of medical science, I'll put it to good use. And then we learn, Doc learns his level 7 tech skill, Hang 10. And with that, that is all of the tech skills, I believe, for the characters that I have. The other two new characters that we got this time are Matcha and Glen. both of them learn automatically at a certain number of stars. So when we actually at the point we got them, they had already known their level 7s. Matcha learns hers at 35 stars. Glen learns his at 40. And as you can see here, I'm sitting at a fun 75 stars. Which is, you know, never a good start. And I'm sure I've shown this before. I know I at least tried to. But that is the thing about this game that I did not know for the longest time. And I felt so silly once I figured it out. Was that you don't need to, like, be as conservative about summons as you think you do. So I always thought, you know, if you aren't super conservative about your summons, you're screwed, right? I don't think I can sleep here. I have to go to an inn. So I figured, you know, you're not super conservative, you're screwed. Maybe all the way upstairs? But that's not true. Like, you're allowed to be non-conservative because you can refresh your stars. So I don't know if I ever did this. I would love to know. I will pay the 5 gold. Or the 5G. Get a quick rundown. The wire connects to the docks. There's also a second wire connected to the shrine. Basically, it's a shortcut to the docks. You can get there a lot faster than walking, plus it feels great. Well, the only problem is that you can't come back. You can't defy gravity, you know? We talked to him again. Yes, do you want to become the wind? Become the wind. Be 5G advance, pay the 5G. And whoosh. Okay, ready? Have a safe flight. Like I said, I don't remember if I ever did this or not. I might have. But regardless, you know, it's always a nice, fun thing to see the zipline going. And I will see you in a second when I have hit somewhere that I can take a nap, like an inn. Alright, I headed on over to Termina, to the inn. So you can see I am still sitting at 75 of 89. Go up and talk, and I say, once, you know, we go through all this, I would love to stay. In most places, it's only going to be pretty cheap compared to, you know, like 100 gold, which is pretty cheap compared to what you make. Have a nice day. And then we look again, and boom, 89 stars. So yeah, it's pretty cheap. If you are out of money, you can always, and you have the ability to travel between the worlds. These are 2 important things. You can go back to Surge's house and sleep there. For free. Because that's his house. So yeah. Gonna do just a little bit more with actually making the, items and getting everything wrapped up with this playthrough. And next time we'll probably be tackling some more endings, because actually next time I think what we're tackling, let me just double check here. Yeah, next time what we are going to be, we'll be checking an ending. And we'll also be checking out the last of the 3 paths that we have to take. So I will see you then.